Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Eckler will score. Touchdown, Chargers. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
He's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call it.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now McSorley. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern.
Touchdown, Chargers! Austin Eckler doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And it's now 21-0.
Chargers 21, Raiders nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He will score. Touchdown, Raiders.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys field it that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Makes the score Chargers 21, Raiders 7.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Williams, a man in motion right. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And some space here. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this league could become.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, did we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing is McSorley. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jacobs going to try the middle. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 2nd and 9, McSorley. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders get a bit closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams are trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Allen's first catch, good for a first down. Play action. It's Herbert. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
28, Raiders 14.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 6-yard line.
This is a counter play. Eckler, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Caught left side, Williams. Touchdown. Mike Williams from 3 yards out. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Raiders 14.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Here's McSorley to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
McSorley sets to pass. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. McSorley once more looks to throw. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow, and I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that. So I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
In motion left goes Allen. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. In trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They go play action now with McSorley. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 50 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 149 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. It's Eckler again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. McSorley, 1st and 10.
That's good for Las Vegas.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McSorley. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy. So
now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll buy some time right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. First down 10.
Off of play action, it's McSorley. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
First and 10 at the 14-yard
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And after all that, they are set up in unbelievable field position. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers make it over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, Because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Once more, here's Eckler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. They'll find Williams on the slant. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of him. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Herbert throwing again. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Herbert now. Williams brings it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Rolling to his right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 17th rushing touchdown of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now McSorley. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Khalil Mack, of course, the former Raider, there to make the tackle.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's McSorley to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Complete to Marquise Brown.
Here's Jacobs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 2nd down and goal. McSorley rolling to his left. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before. Getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch.
So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. It's a quarterback sneak. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Trace McSorley scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Next to score, Chargers 42, Raiders 39.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line.
Charger drive about to get going. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down, Charger.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Up the middle with Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And a short gain down to about the 33. This offense so far on third down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Herbert. Allen has it, left side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A gain of 3, second down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Herbert on third down now. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So,
and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 70. And the Chargers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. McSorley. And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. McSorley sets to pass. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Henry Anderson in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 4th down, here's McSorley. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. McSorley. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Throwing is McSorley. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They're going to look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Chargers, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.
that hate, boy.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this. Wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth, then I might hop through the roof. Count all the rings, my team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy. Yeah, hold me. I need somebody to hold me. Something done woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly games. Damn, it really must be so intimidating. But I gotta be great. That's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah. Hold me. They cannot hold me. Yeah. Slowly. Ain't no more taking it slowly. Yeah. Holy. You're dealing with something that's holy. Yeah. Hold me. I need somebody to hold me. I'm still cooking out the basement. And this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action. Cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to being fashionably late? What happened to rocking shows? What happened to spitting flows? Been weighing the cons and the pros. Feel like I'm the only pro. If we gon' go, then go. We can take it toe to toe. I've been doing everything you've been doing, but I'm really doing more. I'm about to explode. You gon' need someone to hold me. They cannot hold me. Yeah. Slowly. Ain't no more taking it slowly. Yeah. Holy. You're dealing with something that's holy. Yeah. Hold me. I need somebody to hold me. Nothing's for certain, but this I know. Life is but moments that come and go. Tomorrow may never come, but the memories live on. Be strong, don't cry when I'm gone. This life is a path to infinity.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding it like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Cubone staying with the lick. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, let the sound system, let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we hold the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, not the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together, now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, let the sound system, let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I ain't mending them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma on them. Just like my keys, drop my on a dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not in it yet. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath the bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes, you can go ask Jennifer, that's my mom's name. I create and find change, my mind frame ensures that forever I'll reign. Yeah, turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it, okay, I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers, go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hundreds real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They tried to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic, I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. But I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, Hit Boy, you got another one. Ha. Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
We knew about the great mind coming out of Duke, and we saw the athletic ability and the potential. Watching it all. And get better with each passing year, that's been fun. He can throw it deep, throw it short, and of course take off out of the pocket and beat you with his legs as well.
Over the middle, caught by Bellinger. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Throwing Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. Now he'll escape to his right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning. He's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Pushes past him. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. Well, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Finding room at midfield. 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 85 yards. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. tip of the cap to them.
And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. One quarter in the books, 8-3. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Sanders now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah,
absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Jones. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. On 2nd and 10. Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. It's Barkley on the counter, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go to Barkley again, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And a second field goal here gets him back within a couple at 8-6 now. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards. So Miami coming out for their second drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Well, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop it for a loss of 4.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. No jumping over. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Jones now throwing to start the drive. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And all the way in. Touchdown. Darius Slayton, 40 yards. And the Giants are able to move back in front. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Brian Dable dialing up a play call here as they will go for two. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6. And they're able to ground it in there on the two-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The two-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed? What hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for two, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for two early? That's what people are wondering about.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver Hill. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From just shy of midfield, Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now Tua. And he fires one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Back to throw. Jones. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Jones to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
But they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
James now to return it. So we come upon halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On play action, here's Tua. Open man is Hill. He's got it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. A couple of 1st downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Tua got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run right side with Mostert. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Off the play action, Tagovailoa. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 32 yards. And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Miami set to take over. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Tua, throw left side complete. That's Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch it. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Play action. Now it's Tua. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Being chased out left. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
And they are 3 for 3 on two-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. over the middle and complete to Waddle. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. Tua setting up shop to throw again. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Flushed out right. And this one too low.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that will be incomplete as well. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He will have the conversion and more than that. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Here's Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Here's Tua. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Tua to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look. Get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score. They have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it, But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Jones. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Tua and the Dolphins down by 2 touchdowns. 70 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Tua. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Tua to throw again. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Ready. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Tua. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Red, black, red, yellow, check white.
They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Dancing to his left. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football.
Yeah, because that's you. That's you, Naya. That's you. That's you, Naya. Naya, that's you. That was you, Naya. Look, Naya, that's you. That's you, Naya. You can be the
Get in the Vikings. I mean, not the Vikings.
You do that. Go over, Naya. Go over, Naya. Go over. Go over, Naya. No, Naya, be the Seahawks. Let's go over. This Naya, no! I told him to go over that way.
Why?
Because so he can pick it off.
What? We're gonna be a team.
I'm not in. No, you're not. You don't need to be teams.
Yes, we do.
Every single day.
Shut up because you ain't playing.
I'm not in, Naya.
Then hurry up.
Act like you quit, Naya.
I don't know how to quit.
Press this button.
What?
Now go right there. Yeah, right there. Yeah, press X and go in the middle. Circle. Go down right there. Naya! Now press X. X. Down, yeah. Yeah.
You better get on my team.
No, don't get on the team.
I'm not gonna play.
He doesn't need a teammate. Okay, Naya. Then let me be the thrower. Let me be the thrower, then.
I'm gonna throw. Can I kick?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not how you kick it off. Go on the other side. Come back.
So now I get to kick?
Naya, press circle.
Do I get to kick?
Yes. Stop yelling.
You.
Someone pick a play. X. No, you're not in. Yes, you win. No, we're nowhere. Yes, you win. I won. Yes, you win.
The cool thing about this.
Look at why do you win? Why you always lying? Why's my player running around?
Who was that?
You.
Who's red?
You. Yeah. You. I'm coming to you.
I was literally right next to that boy. Throw it to somebody else and I'm gonna chance to that person, okay?
Okay.
I could have been so close to picking that, bro. Throw it to somebody else and I'm gonna change.
Ah!
Really, man?
That hurt it.
What's the number?
Diddy.
Oh my god, he's dying, call 911. What's the number?
Gaia, you got hasted.
Really, man? What's the number?
You eat diarrhea.
Are you going to throw the ball?
And
just keep letting them tackle it? Because you better hurry up.
That was you.
Stand on my blood.
That was you, Gaia.
Every time he doesn't make this, I have to drink out of this, and I really hate doing that.
Stop twisting his chin! Stop!
That is not me.
It's supposed to be like this! That is not! What? Naya.
They intercepted it!
I gotta do it.
I know what to do. Elijah, add only us in. Like, add our whole team in. Add our... Yeah.
No.
You're not playing. Add our team, okay? So we can just throw stuff.
Now be behind me. Okay. You lied. Naya, you stole it.
What do you press to celebrate?
This. You press both of those down buttons. Look, Naya, look, Naya, look. This is how you celebrate.
Like this? Like, how deep that is?
No, like this. Yeah, just hold those down and then hold X.
These are those.
These right here. These, Naya.
Alright, throw to me.
Throw to her. Throw to her. What was I walking? Okay. What was I walking? Do it. Yeah, do the thing that I taught you. Oh, you're doing it. Ow. I was doing the same thing as her. That's what I said. When you are a lineman, guess what you do? This is what you do.
How do you jump over somebody?
You press triangle. You run up and press triangle. What the fuck?
That's me now. That really happened?
Yes. Press triangle. Press triangle. Come here, boy. That's what you get. Oh, that's what you want to get. Bro, what are you doing? Is that celebrate without no walking? Is that celebrate with no walking, I guess?
Play this one. Go, run faster. Oh, who am I now? Oh. You did that yourself. You did that yourself.
I'm not passionate. Don't make me do it again. Bro, I would do it again. Oh, mama, I would do it again.
Oh, I almost cocked that boy. Why is he 12? Why is there different colors?
Cause he's the quarterback.
Oh, quarterback have different colors, huh?
Yeah.
What if you press triangle?
He just jumped like a little girl.
Throw it to me.
You have to go like 100 times.
No, I did not. Don't make me tell Daddy.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Come here, Bob. Tom Brady's so
I'm just
slow.
running in different places.
Tom Brady is so slow. Tom Brady's slow. Boom! On the fumble. But let's see if you hit it, Naya.
Which one?
Naya, go back. Go forwards, Naya. Oh! I just did a juke move for Naya. Oh my god. Come here, bro. Oh, he juked her ankles. I'm not passing it to you. That's my parent.
I just hit Keisha in the head with my...
Now look.
I don't really care.
Celebrate. Do. No, help the police. The police.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know what that's called.
Thank you, coming in. Mangles.
You can't fool me, Naya.
Why do I have a circle? Why is it orange and why is it red?
Because
What does that mean?
you're out of breath. He's out of breath. He's out of breath.
That means you're out of breath?
Yeah. That means like
It's my ball now.
Now look, now he's orange.
Throw it to me now, Aiden.
Now
Elijah, throw it to me. I'm gonna tell Daddy.
What? Hey, Elijah, now you can ask Daddy. What? He's in here, I think. Ask his Daddy what? I think he's in
A 20-yard.
Give me a ball! Give me a ball! Yes, boy! Ah!
How do I keep joking you? That's crazy.
Come here! Come, brother!
Well, I almost did it.
I'm gonna make it so.
Elijah! That's what I thought. And it better not be 19. It's your ball. I gotta kind of. That's crazy. I hit them with the juke and juke and juke and. Well, why am I running all the way up there? I'm stuck!
Yeah, why?
Look, you're running out of breath.
Why you out of breath, Elijah? I think he's jumping down.
What happens if they run out of breath and keep running?
They're going to get more tired and they fall and flow. I'm gonna try from the 10-yard line.
Try somebody else's touchdown. I'm stuck back there.
Look, he's super slow. He's super slow. But he can still celebrate. Shut! Your ankles. She can still juke out. No! Come juke my ankles if you want to.
Elijah, you have to make touchdown. Stupid, make touchdown to you. I got way more breath than everybody. Make a touchdown. Now it's my ball.
No.
Yes, it is.
You're not. Move. What color are you?
Throw it to me. I'm red, dummy.
Bro, we threw it at your helmet, bro.
You better throw it to me.
Do it again. Boom. Come here, ball. Ah. I'm faster than you, monster. But I'm faster than you, monster. He fell back. He fell back.
Nobody can. Oh, I'm gonna.
You monster. I'm stuck on it.
When we run out of breath, we have to go to touchdown.
I'm stuck on it. I'm stuck on it. I'm my Evans, boy. I'm my Evans.
If we run out of breath, we have to go to touchdown. Make that clear. Make that shit. I was holding up to your pocket to look.
I'm gonna jump over one of your players now. I'm gonna jump over. Do it again.
You're in out of breath. Go to the touchdown. Go to the touchdown and tell Daddy.
This is my touchdown.
Okay, I'm not gonna play anymore.
This is my touchdown. This is my touchdown.
I can't even breathe.
It's my touchdown.
Now it's my ball. It is my ball.
I got it with these nuts.
It is my balls.
But you done juke his ankles. Tom Brady, get out of here. Now wait till all my players get out of bounds.
Thank you, come again. Mangles.
You got hasty. I'm coming at you on step on it. Go to the touchdown.
Step on D.
Go.
Oh, I didn't see it. I thought I couldn't breathe. Step on D. Well, shit,
You want to get a Buffalo Bill?
No, I don't know.
Buffalo Bill.
I'm gonna hit you with the Buffalo Bill. I can't. Buddy! It's not too bad.
Now you might get You know what? I'm done with this. Tiny. didn't get it. I'll play the real match. No. Put up in my chair. I'm gonna celebrate to the end zone. What happened? You better get up that game. Hey, I hate to break this news to you, but it's snowing. It's real, look. I did. Missing. Pass it. This is the cash. Yeah, you dropped that because you won. If he goes to the store and you do that, you're not out. So you got to go.
Players the NFL has to offer on one stage. The AFC-NFC Pro Bowl underway here in Vegas. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out comes the NFC for their opening drive. Bringing him out is the future Hall of Famer, now in his 18th NFL season, Aaron Rodgers. First play and a first throw for Rodgers. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing now is Rodgers. Incomplete, right side to Cook. And he's going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now third and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Rodgers. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he is going to be out of bounds a mile away from that yellow line, and that will become a turnover on downs. Now the AFC going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun. Rodgers trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And partner, I think this is what long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past the early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that nearly intercepted. For a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And the AFC on the board first. It's 3-0.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Aaron Rodgers in the offense heading back out. And he's been loose with the football early. Interceptions on the first couple of drives. As they start again here, we'll see if he can do better. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 2nd down. Clock running here. Under a minute to go now in the first quarter, but 3-0 game. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. 3-0 after one. The AFC with a football here to begin the second quarter. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Slant route that's complete to Travis Kelce. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. The AFC went for it, and it doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and an AFC touchdown.
You have to believe that in a Pro Bowl situation, you know, we talk about these defensive backs during the season that are educated gamblers.
Now they're going to fake it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When they'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. You see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but still back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Rodgers. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween, and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Now Hill to return it. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Play action. It's Herbert. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Herbert on 3rd down now. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They're going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for the AFC. 45 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket, because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Jamal Chase there to make the grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And so they run it in on the two-point try. And so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do with a two-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the two-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for two. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Escape under pressure again, and down he goes again. T.J. Watt drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up 4th down. So we have hit halftime. All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The AFC offense now set to start this 3rd quarter. Herbert off of play action. He's got a man complete. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And he is all the way up past the 25.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, and my goodness, another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense.
Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, 37 yards. And the AFC takes advantage of the interception, and they turn it into 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The NFC about ready to set up shop offensively. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Here's Hill on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back out is the AFC offense. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the NFC is going to get the football back in excellent field position. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 22, Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. It's the AFC in possession, though they trail here to begin the 4th. The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the NFC able to cut into that lead. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be secured by the AFC. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling in whether you want to.
And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the fourth quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and not have to live with that for the rest of the year.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. He'll get it inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Rodgers' throw pulled in by Lamb. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Rodgers going to throw. Forced out to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The AFC set to take over on offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They're going to pass here with Herbert. They're going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Herbert. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and an AFC touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The NFC offense heading back onto the field. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Rodgers. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their second, as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Rodgers now on 1st down. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Rodgers again now. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness.
And this is caught at the 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. But a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
As our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?